everybody, Sean Hatzel, Get Lean in 12. In this short video, I'm going to demonstrate what we call a giant set. So just remember, the super set is 2 exercises done back to back. The triple set is 3 exercises done back to back. The giant set is 4 exercises done back to back. So when you get to doing 4 exercises back to back, it gets a little more tricky, but at the same time, there's a couple other techniques and tactics that we can use to make it more effective, and I'm going to share that in this video. So when you do things like supersets or triple sets where you're doing 2 or 3 exercises back to back, a lot of times what's helpful, if a body part is lagging, you can go ahead and do it for just one body part. So you can do 2 exercises back to back for any particular body part that might be lagging to get it back up to par. And you could also do that for a triple set. But if you start doing 4 exercises back to back to back to back with the same exact body part, it's not going to be effective because you're simply going to fatigue too much. So when you start doing giant sets, which is the 4 exercises in a row with no rest, here's the trick that's going to help you burn more fat and yield more results for the effort that you put in. You want to rotate between upper body movements and lower body movements because that's what's going to keep the heart rate cranking, and studies prove this, also real world results show it. And it's going to help you burn more fat and calories by doing that. So a perfect example today would be chest movement, and we're going to follow it up with a lower body movement, and we're going to follow it up with a back movement, and then another lower body movement. So we're going to hit chest, we're going to hit quads, we're going to hit back, and then we're going to hit hamstrings, leg, quads, and glutes all together. So the first exercise is just going to be dumbbell press. You could actually do a push-up if you wanted to as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on the floor, so all you need is dumbbells. There's no equipment, so this is actually kind of a floor press. And one thing that will help with this, help you burn more fat and build your core, is to go ahead and elevate your hips and do a plank while you're doing this, and then press down. So just remember, knuckles to the ceiling, wrists completely straight, don't let them peel back, straight down, and exhale up. Now, you could also go down, let your butt back down and isolate the chest a little bit more and take the core out of the movement if you want. It just depends on what the goals are. Go ahead and perform 8 to 15 reps to get maximum muscle stimulation. No rest, and immediately now we're going to go to what we call a goblet squat. So you're going to go ahead and place a dumbbell right between your chest like this. I'm going to go to the side to show you form. You're going to inhale down and push from the heel and exhale up. Now one of the keys to this is making sure, number one, that you always inhale down and exhale up, but you drive from the heels and not the toes. This is the secret to protecting your knees in this movement. So you want to keep your chin up, and you have that weight here, and when you come down, it's an explosion from the heels. You're always going to come up about twice as fast as you lower the weight. Now after you're done doing this, the heart rate's going to start trucking a little bit. Now we'll immediately go into a dumbbell bent over row. And simply grabbing the dumbbells immediately, no rest, bending over. It's almost like you're setting your belly and your chest onto your knees. That way you support your back, and you're just taking the dumbbells out in front of you, and then you're rowing back. Okay? Now, here's a couple keys. You want to exhale up, and you want to inhale down, exhale up, and inhale down. And when you come up, you're going to go a lot faster than you lower the weight. And also, you'll notice, if you look at a rear view, you'll notice that I keep my elbows tucked tight in. I don't let them out here. And that's a secret to isolating the back muscle. So as soon as you're done with that, we immediately want to go into a reverse or a forward lunge. Now I want to explain the reverse one today because the reverse one works more of the butt, so it'll help tighten up that butt area. So you immediately, as soon as you're done doing the dumbbell bent over row for 8 to 15 reps, you're going to go ahead and start lunging back and up. Now here's the secret to the lunge. Number one, keep the chin up so that when you come back, okay? Number two, always make sure you keep your knee behind your toe as much as possible, and don't let it travel over top of your toe. That's what's going to protect that knee. And you're also going to be driving from this front heel when you come back up. It's important that you stay off of your toes and you stay on your heels. That's what's going to isolate the butt. That's what's going to isolate the hamstring and the quad together. And you're just going to repeat that. And you want to go ahead and do 8 to 15 reps for each leg. Then when you're done doing all 4 of those exercises back to back to back, your heart rate's going to be through the roof. You're going to start getting into that fat burning mode where you're burning a lot more calories. So you want to rest for about 60 to 120 seconds. So 1 to 2 minutes rest, and then you're going to repeat that cycle. And an advanced person should go through that cycle about 4 times. The intermediate person should go through that cycle about 3 times. And then if you're just getting started, go through that cycle twice for a total of 8 sets. And that's an introduction to giant sets. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys on the other side.